Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Level Up, where we help you build and grow your dream practice and work with the clients you most love by answering your most burning questions about private practice. We're Kate and Katie of the Private Practice Startup, and today's question comes from Laura Grossman, and Laura wants to know a question that many of you are wondering.
Yes.
How long does it take to scale up to a full-time private practice? Oh my gosh, if we had the magic answer for you guys, you would love us.
Yes. Isn't that the burning question, right? And
It is.
Before we dive into that, we want to say thank you to TherapyNotes for sponsoring this series. And if you guys are in need of an EHR, definitely check them out. You can go to therapynotes.com and use code PPS for your first 2 months for free. Let's dive in. Katie, you want to start?
Sure. Yeah, I almost feel like I'm going to have to give you, Laura, the answer that you got in ethics class way back in your master's program. You remember what the answer was? It depends. So it does depend. I mean, it depends on where you are and where your commitment is, right? In the sense of, are you full-time working, dancing, and part-time private practice? Or are you fully committed to growing a full-time private practice? Do you have funds to do that? Do you have time to do that? Are you trying to do private pay? Are you trying to do insurance, or a hybrid of both? So, there are some factors that really weigh in on this. One of the things that we'll share is that there's a few factors that are really going to help you scale quicker, faster. And it could be as little as 90 days or 6 months to really get to a full-time private practice. And we'll share some success stories with you. But some of the things that are definite factors are, one, your own coachability, right? You're going from being usually an employee to a business owner, and that set of skills is completely different. So we always recommend having a plan, hiring a coach or a mentor, and also having some finances to be able to put into the business and market the business. Because one of the things that's really important is when you go into business, no matter what business you're in, is if you're not marketing, your business usually doesn't exist, right? And so marketing definitely takes time and a money factor. So those are some components that we highly recommend to really succeed and scale up really quick.
Absolutely.
Kate wanted to share some stories of some of our coachees that have really fast-tracked themselves into private practice.
Yeah, some of our coachees who have taken the private practice marketing e-course and coaching program with us have been able to fast track their start date to full private practice date. And we have several who have been able to do that in about 6 months. Ruth was one of those, and she was struggling with whether she should take the course or not. And she actually borrowed money from a family member and was able to pay them back. And she had a full practice within 6 months. Elizabeth Oliveras, she was someone who knew she wanted to get into private practice and hadn't even found an office space yet. 6 months later, after she went through our 90-day coaching and e-course program with us, she was seeing about 25 clients a week. And these are all of her ideal clients, the clients that she absolutely loves working with, all private pay as well. And so we get so excited when we think about our coachees who have had such great success and being able to follow a step-by-step proven system to build that solid foundation for their business and their marketing program, and have really created their dream practice and are living their dream lifestyle as well. When I speak of dream lifestyle, it makes me think about Fernando, who we actually had him as a success story on our podcast. We can put the link for that in the resources section for you guys, as well as Ruth and soon to be Elizabeth as well. Fernando only works 3 days a week, and he sees the clients that he loves working with. He uses the other days for his passions. He's very creative and has all of these fun passions that he has, these creative outlets that he loves to be able to engage in. And he has filled his practice with the clients that he loves to see and works only 3 days a week. And he did that as a registered intern. So that is so cool. And I think it took him about 9-10 months from the point of when he took the course to having that full practice for himself. So it is absolutely possible, as long as you have a system and a strategy to be able to have that really solid foundation for yourself, and you're not just trying to figure it out yourself by piecemealing all these different programs and free content that you find online. That is good for some stuff, but sometimes it can take a lot longer to try and piecemeal all of that together. And trust us, Katie and I, we learned a lot the hard way when we first started, and we love to be able to help give those lessons to you guys so you don't have to learn the hard way too. If you are struggling or feeling stuck and you want to build your dream practice, or you're already in practice and it's just not going as easily as you thought, we would love to help you with our private practice marketing e-course and coaching programs. The e-course is a self-study. You can take that anytime you want and you go at your own pace. And we launch the e-course in coaching several times a year. We'll put the links for that in the resources so you guys can take a look.
And the really cool thing about the e-course is it is a step-by-step proven system. And what we do is we remove all the fluff and really help you fast track. And that's really the question that you have, Laura. And there's some key components to that, right? And one is knowing your ideal client, having a niche. Kate and I are big on branding, having a website that is highly attractive to your ideal client and is converting. And then being able to choose marketing strategies that highlight your natural strengths, as well as looking at community and paid marketing strategies. The thing about Google Ads, Kate and I love Google Ads. The reality with Google Ads is when someone is actually looking for a product or service, that's when the ad comes up. So it's a match in the sense of, hey, they're actually looking. And then when they land on your website and see like, oh my gosh, you're the person for me, that's then when you get the call. And of course, there's other things to that of systems and how to nail that first call and all this other stuff that we definitely talk about in our coaching programs and e-course as well. So it really depends, Laura, where you're at, how coachable you are, if there's some finances, time, effort, if you want to kind of DIY all of it, if you want to, just jump right in. So yes, it's all yours for the taking.
Absolutely. We hope you found this to be helpful. If you guys have additional questions that you would like for us to answer in our Level Up series, you can look for the Ask Us post. It's in our Facebook group every Tuesday. And we, what else was I going to say? I don't know.
Yes, we're going to say, you guys got this.
It flew out of my head. I don't know what it was, but yes, you guys got this, and we will see you on the next Level Up episode. Take care,
everybody.